think I need to breathe. I'm running for some peace. I lost a piece of mind, but in time I'ma find. That won't commit no crime, I ain't tryna hurt nobody. I'm blowing with the trees. Somebody help me please. Just stood inside my own head, trying to get a buck. Can't think no more, so go red, turn the music up.
I think I need to breathe. People keep talking, speaking they piece and saying they things. I cannot hear them, don't fear them, I'm on a different scene. Having my talks to God and I wish it's him and me. Lately been contemplating, been thinking about the past. What I could've did different, playing, running it back. Times when I was young and singing, dancing on stage, to writing my first rhymes on my very first page. I put out a whole world in the ball of my pen, trying to stay up and keep the circle small like a 10. Song got the song roll like 10, and every one of them brill, but they keep talking again. Still I keep pushing the pen, swimming through pages with ink, writing away all the doubt, hoping to God I don't sink. They keep on giving me lip, trying to go steady and slow, but do so afraid I'ma slip. Feel like I'm ready to blow.
I think I need to breathe. I'm running for some peace. I lost a piece of mind, but in time I'ma find. That won't commit no crime, I ain't tryna hurt nobody. I'm blowing with the trees. Somebody help me please. Just stood inside my own head, trying to get a book. Can't think no more, so go red, turn the music up.
I'm tryna get cozy like a teepee. I ain't no old monkey, but I'm wise just like Rafiki. I stay away from kikus who make me faces like Tiki. To the paper and out the way, my brim low when they see me. Legs been aching, I can't get up at all. Knees still shaking, it's from the last fall. Feel like I hit the wall, I had to hit the pause. Another person test me, I'ma have to put the pause. Blacked out screen, waking up from a dream. Smooth like silk, but addictive like a fiend. If I walk with this pain, that's a side of myself. Will I strain to a frame for maybe seeking some help? If I talk with this gift from the buds of my breath, could I speak into existence something good for my health? It get different, they don't listen when I reach into my soul. Stay persistent and resistant to the demons down below.
I think I need to breathe. I'm running for some peace. I lost a piece of mind, but in time I'ma find. That won't commit no crime, I ain't tryna hurt nobody. I'm blowing with the trees. Somebody help me please. Just stood inside my own head, trying to get a book. Can't think no more, so go red, turn the music up. I think I need to breathe. I'm running for some peace. I lost a piece of mind, but in time I'ma find. That won't commit no crime, I ain't tryna hurt nobody. I'm blowing with the trees. Somebody help me please. Just stood inside my own head, trying to get a book. Can't think no more, so go red, turn the music up.
What's up, In the Mix Podcast, Late Night Talk with Fresh Judas. We back. As you can see, we got, man, it's hard to explain what's going on up here. Actually, it's not hard, it's easy. We got the talented, the beautiful Miss Renika McQueen right here in the building.
Oh, thank
What's
you.
up, Queen? What's
Thank
going on?
you.
Love them
Thank you
shades.
for having me. Thank you so much. My
Love them
husband
shades.
bought them for me. Thank
That was
you.
nice.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here. I always have a good time.
Oh, yeah, you know, we always
Now
do.
we got to start off now. Yesterday was your birthday.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
Talk to us
Yes.
about the birthday. Huh?
Yeah.
Talk to us about it.
So it was chill. What did I do yesterday? We went to Eddie V's, had dinner there, and then we had a room down at the Godfrey Hotel because we just wanted to check it out. We saw people posting about it. It was great things.
I saw that too.
It was straight. I mean, I for me, it was nice, but I just feel like it was overhyped when I got down there. I mean, it was cute. Yeah, like $4 something a night,
$4 something a night.
with the parking and everything,
Yeah, I
ballet.
looked too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, baby, we gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah, but yeah, well, listen, you know, I use my little points toward the room and stuff like that. Listen, I be using my points and stuff like that. Like, I ain't the one. I'm just not finna give you all my money if I don't got to. Let me use these points.
I enjoy memberships, clubs.
Yes, all of that. Yes.
My birthday is the best time of year for me because I exercise them all through the year.
Yeah, they be sending you stuff. Happy birthday. Here's a discount.
I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about nobody. I go all by myself. Yep, I got my birthday gifts to get up.
I don't mind going nowhere by myself either because I don't really hang out with a lot of people. So if those people aren't available or my husband, I go somewhere by myself in a minute. I enjoy me.
Got to. If you don't like being around yourself, then why should everybody else? You know that's right.
I love being around me.
You do? You look like you a good time.
Yeah, I love me some me.
What you be doing?
Everything.
When you be out there hanging out, what you be
know
doing?
What, everything. And I be like,
In my head, I'm a singer.
Period.
In my head, I'm an actor. In my head, you know.
Everything.
You all that. Period.
But so that's great. That's crazy. You just see so.
What?
What? Okay.
I hope it's a good thing. Like,
I mean, your birthday, like.
Yeah, it was chill. I'm going to see Usher on the 25th.
In
That's
Vegas?
part of my.
Your husband let you go?
Yeah, he let me go. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
I had to say it like
love
that. Yeah, he let me go.
What's your husband's name?
Javon.
He must really
Mr.
Javon.
Eccles. I call him Mr. Eccles.
Javon, don't trust the Usher. You see the videos
see
on
what is
Facebook
going
and everything.
Look, he ain't worried.
He ain't worried.
No, he like, I know
what's
she
up.
ain't going nowhere. She ain't went nowhere all this time. She ain't going nowhere.
Right. You know, allegedly he got herpes anyway.
Right, you know. Allegedly, there's a lot of truth in that. They say,
But yeah, I'm just going for the entertainment.
Renika,
That's it.
please tell the people who you are. Who
So
is
I am
Queen?
Renika McQueen. I am formerly a correction officer who is now a writer, producer, director, and I do a little bit of background acting now. So, you know, put me in a movie.
Wait, you was a correction officer?
Yes, for 17 years.
Really? You don't even look like... I vision correction officers like being mean and like...
Dude,
just
what?
like
Beasley?
Yeah,
we
like-
have
like-
a personal
yeah, like
friend in the
yeah.
family that's been correction or like.
and then you look at her like, yeah, she a correction officer.
Well, you know what? I got the look. You know, I'm very direct, you know, stuff like that. Some people can't take me, you know what I'm saying? Then there's people who love me, but I love my job. Yeah, I did it for 17 years.
You know the pressure points?
Yes, I do.
Have you used
You want me to show it on him?
Yeah.
So I know I get it. Yeah, I remember going through all of that when I was first getting my job, and you know, every year we have to retrain for stuff like that. So yeah, it was cool. But then I found this, and this is what I'm doing now.
And this is your passion.
This is my passion that God let me discover later on in life, because I didn't know it was, you know, until I got into it. So.
You ever had to take anybody down?
At work? I don't want to disclose that. I've cut people down from hanging though. I've resuscitated people. I've I've had people overdose on me that I had to work on, CPR, chest compressions. I've had people hang themselves and had to cut them down with hook knives. Like, I've had a lot, at work. You know what I'm saying?
So is that gonna go? Are you gonna make
any movies or
anything?
anything
Like a
about
jail
it?
series. See how I'm getting to, because I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I watched it, snuck it, and that made me watch it even more when they told me I couldn't watch it. The TV that's and you know, like a series like that. What do you think about?
Well, at
that?
one point, I'm not gonna lie, that was a vision that I had, and I had started writing it, but I put it down. My plan was to film it at the Jackson prison that they were allowing us to rent and use, but they've closed it down since then. So, if I was to do something like that, I would have to try to find another prison that would allow me to get in there, because I want it to look realistic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use like a room and try to put no bars up, and you know, I want a real prison, but they stopped it, so I don't know, you know, if I found something or somewhere that would let me do it, of course I probably would.
I like that. I mean, cause I get that. Like for hospitals, they must be using real hospitals there, or like a whole big set that's actually.
Well, when I did use a hospital, and I think we went down to Flint. That was a real like type of hospital or whatever that we rented and used. So yeah. See, and then DR2 Studios, Dennis Reed now has a hospital room and stuff like that.
You got everything in there.
Yeah. And I think he's still building and adding. So.
See, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got everything in there.
I know, because I like it when you actually look realistic.
Yeah.
I get you on that.
Yeah, because people be peeping everything.
They do?
They
especially
peep
those TV
everything.
watchers.
Oh, man, they the worst.
They get that magnifying. Like, I be like, dude, don't respect your house.
They how you on there, your blood pressure be high, okay? But, so sometimes I don't even read it. I just like, you know what, let me keep on.
You're right. I'm with you, because I found myself about to get into it back and forth, and I let it go on for an hour, and I was about to keep going. I said, right, just stop responding, because
Well, what you'll find is, first of all, I'm learning that people can't criticize what I'm doing if they've never done it.
I like that.
You ain't in my shoes. You're not trying to be in my shoes. Right. You could critique me all day, but you don't really know what this is or what's going on over here because you ain't never did it. You ain't even trying to do it. What are you talking about? Right. You're watching me and my actors and actresses and producers and directors. We're living out our dreams and goals. We're going after something. You don't even have enough courage to do it. So you sit at home, be miserable, and talk all day.
Yes, I like that. That's a word.
Yeah.
That is.
And I'm still, learning that because it get hard. Like you put your work out there and people, it's trash. It ain't no good. You're like, wait a minute, mother, and you have to hold that back. Like, okay, Oh, can I? Yeah, all right, let me say no, but no, but you have to listen. Beyonce doesn't address anything.
She showed up.
She don't address nothing. And it be so many people saying, like, oh, her music ain't that great, ain't this and that. She's a billionaire. Tyler Perry. People talk about Tyler Perry like a dog, from the wigs to the this to the that. Tyler Perry is a billionaire.
You right about that?
He one of the people.
No. But listen.
I'm talking about. No.
But let me tell you what I respect and I like about Tyler Perry. He keeps our people working.
Definitely.
And he pays them their worth. He gives them their money. Like he said, he did an interview. He was like, I hear and see them talking about the wigs all the time. He said, but I don't do hair. He said, I pay the people to do hair. And what he also said was a lot of those people that he paid to do the hair and stuff, a lot of them are brand new and fresh people. So they're learning as they go. So if you pay attention, they may start off, it may be looking real bold, but as the seasons go on, it get better because they're learning. It's a learning process, but they're still making money and he's feeding their family. So I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? And the man is a genius.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
He has a plan. You definitely can tell
he has a plan. Yes, he's very strategic in how he moves. So I respect that. And yeah.
Definitely. So okay. Also today, guys, we have two other people. So I'm very okay. So when I like people, and when I and that dude start stalking you, looking up everything you do and everything like that, and it's because I'm very critical when it comes down to someone being into their role, as far as understand that role, that character become themselves. I've seen you in other things, and I've seen you in something else, and this is why for me the whole movie thing is for me because my imagination is that good. I enjoy characters that I see you in something in this one movie, in movie A, and you embody that role. Then I see you in movie B, and you embody that role. But those are two separate roles, two different embodiments, which means it's not not just you. You became that character. I enjoy that in the movie. That's why I think when the actor nails it for me, when I'm no longer referring to them by their name, I'm referring to them by that role they play. Because that was you. I don't care. You killed that role. You know how we don't know the actors' names. We just know what the last role they was in, and that's what we call them by. So that's how I kind of did with y'all. Because after I watched Family Divided, I already. Joseph, we saw you before, and we know you previous before. I had to stalk you, and I enjoyed you because I looked through your. You do plays as kids, church and everything. Trust me, I do my homework. But I was like, oh my God, this is so.
Look, I was so happy when he said you was coming. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I was so happy y'all surprised me. I'm so glad they here.
So I was like, so go ahead. Let's start with you. Go ahead and tell everybody, introduce everybody to yourself.
Okay. My name is Madison Coates, and yeah, I'm here.
Straight to the point.
She is not 12.
I am not. I am not 12. Been acting since I was maybe like 7 or 8, and just kind of like took off from there.
So is this something that you always wanted to do?
Yeah.
You just knew off bat.
That was it.
So you was one of them Disney kids?
I was not. I sort of wish. You be hearing stories after.
Oh, right. I wish you on that part. Yeah.
Sort of wish. For the good part.
Yeah.
For the latter part.
Yeah, definitely. That's.
Yeah.
So this is you all the way. You gonna keep pushing it?
Yeah. This is me.
So right now, what would be the role of the asset? I don't even have to act no more. I got this role.
Superhero. I would love to be a superhero. I want to be like either in DC or Marvel or something like.
You want to have a superpower?
I wanna have a superpower.
Oh my God.
What kind
That
of
would be
superpower would you
dope.
like to have?
You know what? I talked to Joe about this the other day. I want to actually be. People don't know this because they don't be reading comics. But I actually want to be like Black Panther and Storm's daughter.
Oh,
That's actually,
yes!
that's
You read the comics.
That's actually
Oh my
what
God.
happened.
Okay, I
That's
just nerded
actually
out.
what
I know they definitely had
I just nerded out.
They had a child. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Because people don't be into the comics. They don't read the comics. So the fact that she know that is awesome. See that? Good people. That's how I know she's good. That's what's up. Okay, Joseph, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm Joseph Phillips Jr. I've been acting professionally since 2018, but I always grew up in church plays. What else did Madison say? Oh yeah, just I always knew I wanted to act since a little boy, watching Disney Channel. Just seeing people make people laugh and knowing that I'm doing that in school every day. So I'm like, yep, I can want to do this.
You was a class clown?
I sure was.
Oh my goodness.
Kicked
He
out
said I
every
sure
single
was.
day. I was never a bad kid. I just wanted to entertain.
Just entertain
Yeah.
people. Yeah, definitely.
So I was getting kicked out for that. Then did the film with Renika and been working ever since.
So,
Jump started my career.
so the film. So how did you come up with the concept of this film? How did you say, hey?
It just kind of came to me. That's just how I am, like naturally. Like I can just be sitting down and something will come to my mind, and I just start writing it down, and it was one of those things that just naturally came to me. So.
Okay, so for me, so the movie,
A Family Divided.
yeah, I love that movie. A Family Divided. I noticed that's the only movie. Now she have other movies like
Yeah.
Cain and Abel. Now we
Oh yeah,
we discussed Cain and Abel before. Go back on YouTube because me and Mr. Akil argued up and down about the godly reason.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have
Akil
to
argued for
disagree
about an hour.
about him being divinely ordained by God, being who he is. But
Yeah.
it was good. Go back and watch it. It was a really good movie.
Thank you.
Yes, it definitely was. And I just stopped because I don't want it to give it away. But go watch it. Family Divided. The reason why the Family Divided, I think that is just something really good. Then it's the holiday. So when you think about it, it's a movie. It's actually a movie that you can go watch with your family.
Yeah, and that was something I wanted to do too. When I came up with it, I wanted it to be for the family. I have children, and I could barely sit down right now and watch movies with my kids where I gotta be like, cover your eyes, cover your ears, go out there. I didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, I want to have different genres for everybody. Everyone does not like the same type of movies. You may like family film, you may like the hood stuff. Some people may like thrillers, horrors. So I plan to put something out there for everybody to watch. Like I'm not gonna be boxed in or stay within one genre. Whatever ideas that come to me, I'm just gonna put them on paper and turn them into a movie.
Look, Family Divided, right? I've been waiting to see you. See Madison, Joseph, and you. Because y'all did a phenomenal job. That movie was so good. Let me tell you, I was so glad that my wife was asleep while I was watching it. Because Madison here had me crying. You know, like one of them hard cries with your body jerking and everything. You trying to fight your tears, like. I'm like, and my wife looking like, what is wrong with you? I was like, before I know, like, it's fucking movie. I'm like, man, the father, my man who played the father,
Zoe.
Mm-hmm. That is, it touched me because I have 3 kids myself, and that's how his personality is exactly how I handle my kids. You know what I'm saying? And the mother that's how my wife handles. She like, you taking everything too light, this and that. And I'm just looking like, wow, this dude reminds me so much of me. Because even though when I'm getting on my kids about something, I still got a joke in there.
Yeah.
And let them know, like, hey, you being chastised, but we still laugh. We still joke. You know what I'm saying? He was just, and that's how the bond he had with Madison, as you know, as a daughter, is the same bond I have with my oldest daughter. I'm like, so yeah. So the movie, like, kind of like, he really hit home. Like, Wait till I see Renika. She put something out like this. I'm like, I wonder what was going on in her mind to put something together like this.
Well, I'll say this. When it popped up in my mind, I decided to do it. One of the things that the kidney failure that came from my mother-in-law. So she passed away or whatever, and she had, some issues with her kidney. So that was kind of one of the things. But yeah, I just wanted to do something that was family oriented and something that was different. Cause I did Deceitful Passions. That was the hood. You know what I'm saying? I did Cain and Abel. It was urban. Had a little pills in there and things like that. And I was like, I wanted to do something different. So.
We still waiting on part 2 of that, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get to it. Okay. Listen, I have so many ideas in my head that it's crazy. So, yeah.
So, with the family divided, so when it came down to the roles and everybody, did you have them suggest how to feel? Because far as for instance, for a person to go through the way that you carried is like that you thought. Have you experienced that before? A medical condition or something when you had that pain or that dealing with that mindset, your state of mind that you portrayed was on point. Accurate. Yes, I say that because for me, that's how at the beginning stage of my kidney failure, being on dialysis myself, I was just in that state of mind. That's how I felt. Those things that you were saying, the things that you do, that was all accurate and I was like, wow, this is, and in my mind, the podcaster in me was saying, oh man, Renika was on point writing this to the point that I'm like, well, who the hell she has experienced this with? Because
he said that
the feelings, the emotions, and then you for her to write it, but for you to act it, that was a very powerful.
Well, I think Madison does a great job just in general. I call her my little mini Kerry Washington. I think she gives those vibes, you know what I'm saying, from the facial expressions, everything. That's just what I see in her. But then I also got to give credit to Kamal, who is an awesome director. You know what I'm saying? He's going to pull the best out of you. So even if you think you're giving it your best when you're playing your part, he may come in and be like, wait, hey, do it like this. No, let me see this, or something. Or I may say to him like, come on, I want them to do it this way, and we'll, go to the side and talk about it. But I mean, they are so good. Just naturally, they are naturally talented, both of them.
Did you guys spend with each other to bond for brothers and sisters? Because y'all come off like brother and sister.
Y'all sure do.
Like, it's so funny. I'm like, even in
y'all
like, interviews.
The brother and sister thing is so believable with
like,
them.
I'm like, wow. Even like when y'all, the interview I on Q and she, the dinner table, y'all act like brother and sister still now. It's still just like genuine brother and sister. Like that bond there.
I'm not gonna lie. I remember when we first got the roles, and then I remember the first table read. I remember I had parked on the street. She was in the driveway. I was so nervous because this was my first film. Cause I had just graduated high school. I took an acting class. I think I took 2 acting classes. Then I did a film with my friend from high school. So this was my first big thing. I'm getting in the driveway. I'm walking up. I'm nervous. Don't know nobody. She look at me. She like, you about to be brother and sister, you ready? and that just locked me in right there. I'm like, oh yeah, so we about to do this. And I just remember on set, like, it was a long day, and we were in one of the rooms. We were falling asleep on each other. Like, we were getting close. And that's just one of the memories that I have with her, and like, she really did turn into my sister for real.
I don't think we had to put even like a ton of work into playing like brother and sister because we both have siblings of our own anyway. So I think us being, of course, around in the same age range, like in real life, and then of course on set, we were just like, okay, we can make this work. We can make it vibe, and we just really hope that it like reflected that on screen. And the response has been like overwhelmingly good. So like, I say kudos to my
But they both come from very good backgrounds too, and they were raised well. They are very respectful, very mannerable, and so I think that made it even easier. Very loving family, so it's just.
He's so mushy. That's the other part.
Oh, this is my baby boy right here. But they are like, and so I think that made it a lot easier for them too, because it's just naturally who they are, genuinely loving, caring, compassionate people. So it was easy for them to do it.
And honestly, like, just having Renika and Kamal as like your two leaders on set, it made it that much more easier to complete the role and want to do as good as everybody's saying we did. I feel like we did good too, but you feel me? Like the response we're getting, it just made me personally want to work that much more harder to complete her vision. Cause she told us at the beginning, like, I want y'all to bring it. I want people to cry. Like, she told us exactly what she wanted, and I wanted to execute. I know everybody else wanted to execute, and I just feel like these were the two perfect people to lead this film, and that's what made it what it was.
How many times did you cry during your role, the scene when y'all was sitting down on the floor together? And
In the basement?
In the basement.
Oh my God, yeah.
I love that scene. I was like,
I said he was pulling it.
I was like, man, how many times you cried during that scene?
The crazy thing is, I wanted to cry so bad, but I just couldn't. Like, it was there, and that's what I hate about myself, for real. Like when emotional scenes, like, I be so in the moment, like the tears be there, but like when it actually comes to filming, they just don't fall, and I be so mad. And I was telling my friends the other day when I was watching it, I was like, this would have been so it was just missing that one little tear to fall at the end. That would have killed it.
But you know, I know people that cry like you, like cry like that.
Yeah.
And those are the people that they don't see by me, because I'm a crier and I don't cry. I cry all the time.
I love that you are in touch with your emotions as a man. No, I love that, for real.
I tell people that all the time. Me and my little nieces, we would cry. Little cousin, we were watching, and they was like, they say you cry. I said, yeah, it's okay, you cry. But it was because you got to, because I was one of those people that didn't. You know, our generation tell us that men were not supposed
they don't
to cry.
cry.
We cry in the dark, we cry alone.
Stop crying.
And then that, I didn't know when to cry then, so I didn't cry. I held on my emotions in. I was a very hateful person. I was very keep to myself, and if it don't go out, you don't let it out, then it just stay in you. And I couldn't be like that because that wasn't me. It fought against it. So I'm okay with being expressing who I am. But the flip side is, I mean, keep people away because people scared of me because they don't know what I'm going to say or what they're going to get from me. But it's better out than in, because that stuff will get into you. And when it comes down to health-wise, I learned that from my health. Being able to express myself and being out, because that stuff... keep that stuff in. Those
stress turns into sicknesses and
depression,
illnesses.
that stuff sit in, and you don't got nowhere to go. You try to be strong. That scene when you was talking about you using the bathroom and when you peed on yourself, I remember the first time.
that was.
I remember the first time I peed on myself because I didn't know, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm a grown man. But I was by myself. Nobody didn't know, and I was just like going through, and I didn't know how to emotionally take that and handle that. And it is no right way of no one telling you how to do it, but they need to start telling people, especially black men, to release that stuff. Because we so caught up, that's why we so angry. And then if somebody step on your shoes, you want to shoot and kill somebody. Hey, ooh, calm down, breathe, brother, breathe. It's just shoes. And so that's why I like to see those actual real movies and real events and stuff for me. I like those movies that this teachable moments. I can see this being used for the Kidney Foundation, people using it to promote transplants, promote kidney diabetes awareness, because we got kidney failure awareness, and it's kidney different type of all types of awareness. So
I see that there's a lot of groups for it on Facebook too.
Oh yeah,
so a lot of groups for that on Facebook.
And you need it, and that's what the good thing about it is, you know, like. And this is the thing about this is another reason why I wanted the movie, because to talk about it and bring it on, because it's easy to pick and to sit around and think about everything negative about that movie. But what was the best qualities of the movies and the best quality to push that movie or to make that movie to get it out there? That's awareness to heart health when it comes down to the children, because all these kids are playing sports now. Look, we just had a guy had a heart attack.
LeBron James' son.
LeBron James' son did too.
Someone locally in Southfield, a little girl passed out, and then right back to back, a young man passed out, and he died cardiac arrest.
So these are decisions that can possibly happen, can possibly be true. You know that I tell people that all the time. Jesus died. That was the greatest love. No greater love than he gave his life for a friend. don't, and I say this lightly, but I say it truly though. How many people do you know that really would do something like that?
Yeah.
Make that decision. That's a real decision.
Yeah.
And I understood both things of it because that is a good debatable topic too, because the people would say, "Oh, you angel." See, my thing is, people would say she's not old enough to make that decision and say that she want to give somebody that organ, but they'll say she was old enough to make that decision that she a boy now.
Yes. Yep. So and changing her gender and stuff. So you're right.
She got that mindset to change her gender, but she don't got the mindset to give her heart away.
Yeah.
So she understood the pain that she go through.
Yeah.
And she don't want to do it.
I've seen people arguing about it in the Tubi group.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everything. I've seen people arguing about the movie. You know, I read the comments and keep it moving.
And I want to ask the question, like,
okay,
if for all three of you guys, for all of us, what would have been a decision you would have made?
Regards to what? If I was the mother, or if I was.
If you was the mother, if you was the mother, because you would be the mother. So, what decision would you have made? Would you have been okay with her making the gesture of giving her brother the heart and everything?
I probably would have been okay with the gesture, and I would have understood where my baby was coming from in the suffering part, and she was tired of living like that, because people get tired, you know what I'm saying, and it's their decision. But as a mother, I would have definitely probably been like, no, too, because I don't want to lose either one of my children, you know what I'm saying, so, but I would have understood where she was coming from. I would have been hurt because I wouldn't want to lose my son. I wouldn't have wanted to lose my daughter. So I probably would have been just the way Kristen was in the movie.
Yeah,
that is a difficult decision. Really?
Then I realized it was just natural because I felt like she didn't understand the daughter part. So I immediately got
she
mad.
understood. She just loved her child, and it's like she said, I couldn't fathom losing either one of my children.
Right.
I want them here every day. Like a parent's worst nightmare, you know, is to lose their child first, because you're supposed to go first.
And so that's why I thought about, like, dang. I guess it was just that was a very complex of emotions.
Man, people lose their children and they lose their mind. They don't come back from behind it. They never be the same.
When my son died, I don't think that was the worst time in my period of life. No one could say anything. If you said God bless me, I took it as offensive. And nothing made me happy. If I was walking in the park and I see somebody playing with their kid, I immediately got angry.
So you were angry with God at the time?
I was angry at him. I was angry, and I've been to church my whole life. I know nothing, but I didn't know what to do then because I was allowed to be angry with God. It was just a whole. I tell you, that was a whole mental thing, and so that part I was like, ooh, this is deep.
I bet.
I feel like to answer your question, I feel like I honestly would have reacted like August did. I would have just
August the father, right?
No, it's him. It's Joe.
Okay.
Alec is the father.
Alec, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have allowed it. Like, but I know it's some people on earth right now that love their brothers and sisters to death. Like, I know it's people that have that just type of relationship. So if it's just a tough situation. But my initial thoughts would have been August. Like, no, I'm not letting that happen.
That's crazy because I know I'm gonna need a kidney, but I wouldn't want nobody in my family to give me the kidney.
I'm not giving
Why is that?
Because it's too much. It's too much to ask for.
But what if they really love you just that much and that's what they want to do for you?
See, it's still too much to ask for. It's too much because then I'll be constantly aware about if they sick. If that's the one, the sickness that might kill them now because they gave me their kidney. Different things like that. It's a lot, and I don't want that. I wouldn't want that on my conscience of someone who loved me that much, and then it could be 5 years later you can end up getting pneumonia, then because you have a deficiency, and then now you have an immune system that's weakened. Then you die, and then I still in my mind you would not be able to tell me, oh, you know, I would be like, oh, I killed that person, and so that's why. In that state of mind, I would have to say no, and I would refuse it. So I would be exactly like you. I would say no.
What do you think, Max? You think your decision that you made in the movie would have been pretty much spot on?
For me, in reality, that's hard. I don't know. Yeah. That's a that's a hard one because Madison's not River.
Madison say, I'm not Rivers.
Oh.
I'm trying to
She
live.
said it right. That's what she
Yeah.
Ah.
In so many words.
It's a very serious topic and a very serious ailment at that as well. Growing up with somebody, a relative of mine as well, who also has kidney failure, which was also how I was able to kind of play off of that, watching them grow up and what they had to go through. So channeling that was what I did. But as far as me giving or trying to give my life for somebody else, I don't know. I'd have to really ask God to intercede on that. Because that's big. Like, you're no longer here. You know, but you're hoping that if whoever you give it to, lives on, and that they're being prosperous and that they're flourishing and things like that. I don't know. I gotta pray about
You know what would be crazy if you did do that, give somebody your whatever to save their life, and then you die and then they commit suicide.
See,
Like,
what?
Oh,
You is so ungrateful.
you messed up in the head.
I didn't die. And now you commit
Like
suicide.
you know a heaven scene. Like
Yeah.
you up here, and then the person they commit.
Could you
and you see them at the day,
imagine?
you be like,
Right.
Nah.
And they
already
be
Like, what you doing here?
I'm looking at the 80, 90-year-old people that come to the island. Hey, why are you coming to the island? So, they want to live.
Yeah.
At 90, they wanted to go. I'll be like,
my biological father is, I think, is it stage 5 kidney failure? He's doing dialysis 8 hours a day or something like that. Yeah. He's going through it right now every day. Yeah.
And so he got home.
Yeah, he's at home doing it.
Now, my perspective on the situation, I kind of lean and agree with the father.
Now, I have a question for you as a father. So, in the scene where Zoe says she's damaged goods,
I would have never worded it that way.
I get it,
but
though.
I would have never worded it like I was like, wow, that's kind of
That's the bad part.
yeah,
yeah. I was like, I would
Blood.
that way.
I think it's blood.
that's how he felt.
I think he felt like, but it's out of frustration. It wasn't the kind of the evil type frustration. Like they say, only people take the truth in this world is the angry person, drunk person, and a kid. No, it wasn't that kind of anger with him being the truth. It's like mentally he's battling I don't want to lose both of my kids. So when it came to him, it was it just boom, it just shot out. Before he had a chance to pull it back, it shot out. So I kind of I was just looking damn, bro. I was like, but I understood where he was going though, and that's why I kind of because clearly they love their kids. And his daughter was his girl, his daughter.
Yeah.
But he's if it's a chance that he's saying, cause
save his son,
save the son, and we know that
the namesake.
We know that she's potentially any day she can be gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if she wouldn't do that for her brother, I feel like she should. I mean, I was with him. I agree.
Well, because he definitely should save the son anyway, because the seed is in the son. So, the men
I wasn't
The seed is in the sun.
The men are more important. You need us
to reproduce.
Yes.
What I love though,
Okay.
what I love is how you did it though. They didn't have to make that decision. She passed away.
And I love that.
I was like,
because
I was like, I don't know which way to go with this. I don't know, but when
it's like she was like, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Renika, because I keep getting the same question. How did that happen? Did she unplug something, or
That's a good question.
So it should have insinuated that she did it herself. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. That's what I was trying to insinuate. Yeah.
People keep asking me, I don't.
But you know what? I think it's great that they do keep asking you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think. For movies and for me, I've been a movie watcher since I was a kid, so anything that leaves me feeling emotional, angry, sad, that has questions where I'm wondering, for me, that's a great movie.
Right.
Yes.
If you don't
so
watch a
upset with
movie and you were upset
That's
with
why I
me?
text you. I text you
Oh
soon
my
as
goodness.
Soon as I got done watching, I said, "Oh, she would not do this."
I'm like, I ain't cried like this since I was like 12.
Well,
I'm like,
listen, you know what? I'm glad, and that means they did an amazing
Yes,
job.
they did a
They did
phenomenal
an amazing
job. I was
job.
like, my God.
And so many people, the response to it was overwhelming. And I'm gonna be honest, I was a little worried because how people would receive it, because although it was something that I wanted to see something different, you know, in Detroit and the surrounding areas, although the movie is played everywhere, all we hear around us is they want to see the shoot 'em up, bang bang,
Right.
the
So over
twerking, the you know, different things like that. So so many people loved it though. Of course, you had your people who were like, you know, it was too slow for me. I get it. You know, it didn't have the drama. But what I also understand is, in certain communities and just certain people, they can't like those type of movies because they can't relate to them. They can't relate to the loving family. Then there's people who can't relate to the mixed families. You know, I had a couple of people was like, the wife didn't fit. And I remember asking one of the ladies, what didn't fit about her? She just didn't fit. I ain't gonna say she didn't fit because she was Caucasian. And you know, sometimes they don't want to see a Caucasian woman with a black man, but that's going on every day in the world. Like, when I came up with this story, I had the family already pictured in my mind, and then there were some people like, well, the two oldest kids look black. They weren't mixed. Listen, that's how you know you're not educated, because you can have mixed children that look black, 100% black. You can have mixed children that look 100% white, or whatever. And so that, for me, the balance was the two older children looked black, but the two youngest children, they looked like mixed, had the hair, different things like that. So it was exactly what I wanted to be, and I was happy with that. I was very happy with the outcome. I think I did a great job.
You did a phenomenal job.
With picking the family members and mixing them in. I was happy with that.
Casting was definitely in the room.
Yeah.
Like it was packed.
Yeah.
When we went for auditions.
Yeah, it
that
was.
Number, like,
It was.
I
We
think
were
I
there
remember
for a long
53.
time. We were there for a long
was
time.
packed.
And I was so amazed at how many people came out, because here I am still like one of the newest producers or whatever in the city, and for them to show up and show out. So I mean, I had a young lady come, she brought her baby with her, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she wanted to audition. I'm like, give me the baby, go in there. I stepped out, you know, like that, because I'm a mother, I get it. You're trying to chase your dream, chase your goal, you know, so I'm not going to turn you away because you have a child. But I had their characters picked in my head, even from him. His hair got him the part. I tell him that all the time. Like, when he walked in and I saw his hair, I was like, that's him. That's August. Because that's what I pictured in my mind. Yeah, I saw it. I had already visualized it.
Visualization.
Yeah, and he came in, I'm not going to lie, it was between him and Brian. And but his hair is what got, because they were very, very strong. And but it was his hair. And I was like, yeah, that's him. So I'm glad I was like, don't do anything to your hair.
This is yours right now.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, like you were saying, Renika, a lot of people didn't relate to it because the family dynamic. See, I related to it strongly because I have a family, so it hit different for me, and I enjoyed it, and it was not slow because I love. Tell me a story.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me. I can go watch it. I can sit down and go watch a 3.5-hour movie. Now, it got to be a good story though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put me to sleep. I mean, I'm for the build up. I love the build up, especially when it's worth it. And
yeah, because I liked how it was affecting the family. I like how, because
it sure was.
It was, people don't get it. It'd be those little small things it's small little moments that actually causes problems sometimes. And it's just, and it's not even, it was no, I mean, there's no one's fault here. You know, there's no one's fault, but just how you viewing everything, and how people thinking, how you feeling, how someone's feeling, how they're reacting to someone's feeling. Like, I was mad at the mother because I didn't think that she was relating to the husband. That the guy, she didn't let the guy be able to actually be real. And he kept telling her that, like, you want me to react like you. and not like me. And we do that to this day. Think about how many people we get upset when somebody don't react the way we want
or
them to
don't
react
agree
to
with
something.
what you're saying or how you think.
Yeah. So, you know, it's I just like movies that do things like that. At the end of the day, I call 4 or 5 people like, oh, you better, I need to go watch this movie right now.
Well,
so
I
we can talk
appreciate
about
that. Thank you. Yeah.
This is a movie. I tell people that watch it. I just told my mother, and I'm going to call her again because, you know, they like, what is it on again?
Yeah.
Oh, Tubi.
Yeah.
A Family Divided.
And I'm waiting on Prime to release it. They picked it up, but
Okay.
I'm just waiting. Yeah, a few other
Black
people.
got Prime too, because
Yeah.
we already know why y'all got Prime.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I definitely tell everybody to check the movie out. I had one of my coworkers. She called me and was like, "My husband said he gonna kick your ass when he catch you." So I watched that movie. Had him in there crying like that.
That's good. That's
I was
good.
like, I know, I'd be the same way. Like, tell her I felt the same way.
I think that I am very, very happy about the love that my cast is receiving, especially these two right here.
Yes.
It makes me feel good, so proud. Like when I read the comments and they love them. They like, oh, I love them. I mean, I got people like, that's my niece now. That's my nephew. That's the, you know. And I'm just reading the comments like, okay, I love that for them. I do.
Definitely.
I love that for them.
You coming up in the play. Yeah, see, I just told you I stalked you.
Yeah.
I said, oh, look at the church. I went all the way back to, I didn't go too far because I accidentally, because y'all don't know this, but if you accidentally hit somebody's picture or something, and you like, it goes back on their, comes in on their feed, and it shows up, so they make it look like you stalking them, so they know you stalking their page.
That.
Yeah, because don't you, if you ever see an old picture, you be like, where this old picture came from? That'd be somebody.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, so they
Thanks for
stalking your
educating
page.
me.
Yes.
Thanks for
So
educating
that's why I was like,
me.
I'd be making careful. Like, I don't want them to be like,
I think I call it like, I don't say stalking. I be like, oh, somebody doing their research on me or doing their research on something. Because you can come across somebody's page and you're curious. You want to know, so you do go through the pictures. You
and see
do
how,
go
I
through the old videos and see. Yeah, exactly.
And I, like, literally right after the casting, I saw I posted something about the short film I did. And it was just, I think it had won a couple of awards, and Renika was right in the comments, and I was like, I just saw this. I was like, okay, I'm not
Yeah.
see,
I tell people that about me all the time. Like, as a producer and stuff, like, I'll say stalking or whatever, I'm on their pages. Like, I'm looking at what they've done. I'm looking at if they have any monologues, if they have any reels, if they, you know what I'm saying? I do go through, I tell actors and stuff that I meet now, like, utilize your social media to put your acting stuff on there and not just where you eating at and what you doing, which is great, you know, because people want to see that too. But if you really want to act and you want to do things and you want to showcase your talent, put stuff on there, because I will go and sit and be on social media and I find you and I see one video and I'm cracking up laughing at you, you know, acting on, and then now I'm going through your whole page. I done been up for 2 hours laughing, crying, liking stuff. Like, who the hell like this from 2021? We in 2023. But for me, I've found somebody like, okay, in the future they don't gotta come look for me. I'm coming to get them. Right. So, you know, yeah.
That's good. So, Mr. Joseph, how I feel? You play Judge Mathis.
Young Judge Mathis.
You know, I'm proud of you and Brother Javon. Y'all both did. That's awesome to be able to represent such a known and established person as Judge Mathis.
That's dope. Did you see the video on there when Judge Mathis called him on stage and said he was the star and how great he did?
I was
he
like,
did amazing.
How did you feel with that one,
man? Oh my gosh! I don't even know how to. I was speechless. Like. And like I went to all 5 shows, and like every show he just kept doing more and more. Like the first show, he just congratulated me, gave me a hug, said I did a great job. Then when it got to the 5th show, he was bringing me to the middle. I was like on the side. I was just letting his family and them be in the front. He was bringing me to the front. He was finding me like, Joe, come here. Put my hand up in the air, saying great job. Like, that was just so. Yeah, like I love his family so much. I love the opportunity. I'm just so grateful. It's just like it sprung so much on me at one point.
See, they so humble. I love them.
I know,
and they so sweet. They so good.
So humble. Push them to win because you want that, because you deserve it. People, you walk into it, and I I know, y'all know me. I gotta go spiritual. But you know, the Bible always talks about how when people are giving, they give it what you do, what you have, and you see what you do with it, and then He begin to bless you with more. He enlarge your territory because of you deal with this. If you faithful and good, and you humble, and you with this small things, it's okay for you to get big. You know, sometimes we get people that get big, and you can't talk to them, and things change. But no, if you get more, you'll start noticing. It's a principle thing. It's just like sowing into people's lives. It's a that's principle. So as long as you keep doing it and remain humble, and still you can still be acknowledge with the moment that you're in, and recognize that and live in it, because you want to live in the moment. You want to take time and live in it. Yeah. But at the same time, great. This is awesome.
Well, I was living in that moment for you because I was cheesing watching
right.
that video.
I was like,
I was so proud. I was so proud.
We have a group.
I'm like, I hope his mom don't be like, she is getting on my nerves. That's my baby.
So cool.
Yeah, we showed that whole
I was like, where are our pictures at? I'm like, y'all taking all day with the pictures.
Right, I'm like, come on, Joe, where the pictures at, bro? And the videos start loading
I was
up.
trying to get it all together. Like, I was just in the moment, like y'all.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah, that's what you said too. I'm in the moment. I'm gonna get it together.
Until Monday. I just like, I'm gonna just enjoy this. Cause I spent the day. Y'all about to make me cry. It was just amazing. I can't wait till it comes to Detroit.
Yeah, see, I can't wait either. We're gonna pack that place out.
And he has been like this, like since I met him. Even when I called him to tell him he had the role, and he was like, okay. And he was like, brought up school, remember? And I almost like, wait a minute, school come first. He like, just wait a minute, let me talk to my mom, please. Because I was gonna, once he told me he had to go back to school, I'm like, I'm not interfering with your education.
Right.
Like but it worked out. So I'm so happy.
See, I like
Joseph
that. Your mom was not playing about your school, huh?
No, she wasn't playing around. I wasn't playing around about it. I was like, if you got to go to school, you going to school. Look, I ain't even know him. I want to feel like, oh, you going to school.
I love it.
You know. He like, wait, please.
Yeah, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, Joe always been like that, man. We first met on, what was it, Come Back Home? Come Back Home with Sage, you know,
that was dope.
Sage, yeah, that's when we first met. On the Come Back Home, we did the was it red carpet? Yeah, red carpet thing. Yeah.
MJR.
Yeah, MJR.
Yeah. Dang, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your what's that role that you looking at? What genre or role?
Like Madison said, superhero for sure. And I also just want to play like something so sinister, like so far left from myself. Like I want to go like method, kind of like just lose myself.
Like the Joker type.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to go there.
Like
I'm trying to really show range for it.
Yeah. Okay. I can.
I'm trying to go there. I'm trying to do everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with pushing yourself like that.
You practice those looks in the mirror. You
should
be like, somebody got to see this face. Like,
because
looking like.
Your facial expressions are really on point. Like
she is amazing
even
with
when
that.
you talk, like you know your
she
interviews,
is
how
amazing.
You talk. I'm like, okay, look at that. I pay that patience to that. Everybody in interviews, the way you guys answer questions, the way you talk, considering about the cast, and people and other people on the show, things like you recognize the light people and things like that. The hard work of the other people that's on the roads, things like that. You know, those are things. And I say this, and I say this because I could be enemies of anybody. I don't care. But because this matters, because you see people, and you see all people, and that's good, because you don't know what a person might be going through that time, and you're not going to just them and say, hey, you know, you were doing a good job with that light. That person, you just made that person live another year, maybe. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So that I love it. That's all you know.
But in film, you know, you hear a lot of people say, well, I only had a small role. That small role is still very significant to what we needed to get the production done. So you got to give everybody their love. You got to encourage everybody. You got to, you know what I'm saying, when people are feeling their best, they show up at their best. When you love on people and let them know that you appreciate them, I mean, because everybody wants to feel appreciated. Who wants to wake up and don't feel appreciated?
Right.
So even as an extra and doing the background work, if you come on set I always try to talk to my extras, and I think I may be a little different because sometimes they say like, you're not supposed to talk to the executive producer, or you're not supposed to go to the director, or and I'm like, hey, what's up? What you talking about? What you doing? What you over here? I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna kick it with you. I'm gonna, what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's not overstepping a boundary. And if you're doing great, and what I'm saying, I want you to know that, and I want you to know I appreciate you, what you're doing, no matter how big or small. And yeah, I just want you to know that.
And I'm sorry, and to add this, for the people that say the small roles, like, those small roles are most likely connected to big connections. Like, you don't know who you're gonna meet on that set. You don't know who can say, "Oh, I'll let you do theater right there." Even if you just handed somebody water, you could have did the best handing somebody water ever. Like, oh, I can see them doing something else.
Yeah.
And like, just working with the other actors, like, just sitting back after you do your scene, sitting back, looking how this actor prepares. And if you really want to do it, you're not gonna say it's a small role. You're gonna say, "I'm gonna get my reps in." Like, you're just gonna keep going. So no small role. No role is so small. I just want to leave people with that.
Man, we appreciate you guys with the love coming out and sit on the set with us.
Oh yeah, I know. I love to come kick it with
yeah, I know.
y'all. Every time we get together, it's a good time.
Yeah, right.
And we're actually being good. The three of us, and right now we're being good.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I'm about to say
we're being good.
We're being real laid back.
Yeah,
and
we're being real laid back.
real laid back and chill, y'all. Y'all already know how
Because we
do.
cuts up.
Yeah, we act the fool normally.
Yeah.
But
We cuts up.
we're trying to be a little serious because the movies
Yeah.
is like real deep. So y'all get the silly side of us another time. But real quick, starting to end with you, Joseph. Let the people know how to get in contact with you, and also let us know what you got coming up, what we can look forward to.
My name on Instagram is Joseph G. Phillips, just all together, no spaces, no underlines. And then on Facebook, I'm Joseph Phillips Jr. Next, the Judge Mathis, Don't Judge Me, coming to Detroit, probably January to March, one of those months. I got Beat the Streets play. We got our big open show December 12th and 13th at Second Ebenezer Church. I'll let you guys know. You can inbox me. And then I got Memorabilia. We're starting to film that in March. That's my next film so far.
Okay.
All right, Miss Madison on the end.
Okay.
Next
Well, my Instagram is _Madison Donnell. That's DENELL_ And then on Facebook, I am Madison Coates. That's COATES. And what's next for me? I'm in a play right now. I'm starring in a play. It's called One Sleepy Night Detroit. It is a new musical that is being pitched to a lot of different production companies right now. We go up December 6th through the 9th, and then at Garden Theater on Woodward, and then we'll be at the Music Hall on December 15th, and then the following day, I'll be on Miss Dolores Flynn's film of The Link. Yeah.
Okay. I got the video.
With the musical, you sing too, man?
I don't want to put that out there like that. I'm still working on my,
Talent.
Are you taking any like classes for your voice lessons or anything?
So I being in Perilous Times is when I met Shirley Smith.
Oh, my cousin.
Yep. And so I have been working with.
That's your cousin. Oh, my cousin. She all call like, oh yeah, my cousin.
Yeah.
I have been working with her. I worked with a couple other people before. But it's something that I do here and there. Nothing like big or anything like that. But it will be cool to do a role, like have a role with that too. So I'll say like superhero, sinister, singing, like all of that in there.
Do you like the Alexander Hamilton musical?
I know those songs. I do know those songs. Yes.
Oh, I'm a musical person. I love musicals. So.
What's your favorite song on there?
Satisfied.
Oh wow, and it'll be satisfying.
Yeah.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. I love music too. That's all. Now we got Miss Renika McQueen. Miss Renika McQueen. Let the people know all about how we can find you and everything.
You can find me on Instagram at Chasing Kinda Productions. That's what I would prefer you to follow me on instead of my personal page because I may be getting rid of that. And just and just having Chasing Kinda Productions on Facebook. I am Renika McQueen, but I also have the Chasing Kinda Productions group on there as well. So if you want to find out any information about any acting opportunities or different things like that, those are the two best places to find me. Chasing Kinda Productions on Instagram and Facebook.
You got any projects coming up? Anything?
Yeah, so I have 3 scripts that I've been working on, and then I'm writing a book. And
Okay.
so for the winter, I probably just chill out, and then May, June, July, or June, July, August, I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah.
When they come out.
Yeah. This is, my time to really like work on my craft, my writing, get my scripts done, and I'm not rushing the process. And when the warm months come where I like to film, movies back to back to back to back.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
We want to thank you guys for coming out.
We want to thank you for having us.
We can't say out enough because our time is precious, and we're glad y'all spent the time with us.
Yeah.
Nick, y'all know we do our thing when we together. Madison's part of the family now too with us, in Mixed Podcast family. Joseph, we got our Facebook, our Messenger chat thing that we always talking, cracking jokes in and everything.
So is this only like a man group?
No.
That y'all have? No, I'm saying, 'cause I want to slide in on the group too. I'm kind of jealous.
We can add you.
I want to get in on the group, baby boy.
I'll invite you.
Because ever since now, I can get all of these Judge Mathis' videos of him talking about stuff. You did crack before? I was like, oh my God, I can get all of these crackhead videos now.
I am really, I can't express how proud of you I am for that. I mean, I really am.
Thank you.
I really am. I see big things in the future for these two.
Yes,
I think they
I definitely see it.
have amazing futures.
Yeah, when she spoke Carrie, I was like, oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, definitely. She gives me baby Kerry Washington
Yes,
vibes.
that's why I was like.
I've been telling her that since I met her. So.
Yeah.
And it's okay to receive that, Maddie.
I receive it, but I just be,
You don't be hiding your smile like a color purple.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that's it in Mixed Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Late Night Talk with Fresh and Judas.
Saturday
Madison.
night. No sin. So,
It's still my birthday. I'm about to go outside.
Oh, yeah.
It's Saturday night.
I'm about to go outside.
I'm about to go
Yeah,
outside. It's still my
something
birthday.
So that you can repent for it.
All right. Once again, happy birthday to my sister right here, Miss Renika
Thank
McQueen.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. Thank
Joe
you.
Lynn, Madison, man, we love y'all, man. I can't say it enough. We thank y'all, man. Thank
Oh,
y'all
you
so
know what?
much.
And what we didn't say, if you haven't watched the movie A Family Divided, please go watch
Yes,
it.
please
It's
do.
available
Yeah.
on Tubi right now. It should be coming out on Prime soon. If you don't have Tubi, get it. The app is free. You can download it on your phone. On your laptop, you can watch it, and you don't even have to pay for it. So go watch the movie, support, and come back to the page wherever you can find us at and leave a comment and let us know how you feel about the movie, whether you liked it or not.
Madison, go ahead and take us out with some of that Alexander Hamilton.
oh no.
I got you. What does an orphan? We are in this podcast on the board.
No, he's serious. That's how.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.